Growing up, Barb was always by the water or on a boat. Over the years, she watched her dad, Clint, construct and work on several boats used by their family. Barb talked about wanting to build a boat just like her father did. A couple of years ago, she purchased plans and constructed a small wooden motorboat made from scratch. Built right in our garage, she used marine-grade plywood and connected the pieces using the stitch and glue method. The boat was coated with fiberglass and epoxy. We now enjoy using this boat, which was aptly named Mr. Clint in honor of her boat-loving dad. Looking back, we wish we had documented the construction of Mr. Clint. Barb's current project is a 1950s-style runabout boat. The only difference in this project is that we purchased a kit rather than cutting each piece of wood ourselves. It is still quite a journey and uses the same techniques as the previous build, including the same methods of joining the wood pieces together, using fiberglass, epoxy, stain, some paint, and lots of sandpaper. You can see some of the progress we've made so far here, starting with just the kit in flat boxes, then to the beginning of the stitch and glue, putting the outside of the boat together, and some fiberglass. Please follow along as Barb shows her weekly progress in this new journey.
So I'm putting on a couple coats of this stain, gel stain, water-based. And so I'm trying to get a couple on. I've got epoxy underneath it. Just to stroke it nice. I think it's walnut. I can't remember now. Bought so many of them. And then I might end up putting another coat on, 3 coats of it. And then tomorrow, I will put a couple more coats of epoxy on top of this. And then I gotta get my son-in-law over here to help us flip this thing over and put it on that boat cradle. I made that a few days ago, and I'll talk about that later. So you can't really see what I'm doing because I'm on the other side. But let me know what you think of the color. I think it looks old-fashioned more, you know? It's not like those popular colors that they have now for all the boats, you know, that look fiberglassy, and well, they are. I don't know, a lot of them look plastic to me, but I just want it to look old, like an old Chris Craft runabout. I don't know if it will. But that's okay. I do like the way it looks. I do have touch-ups to do and all that lovely stuff, but it's, you know, later in the fall. And so I have all next year to go out boating with it, so I can really work on it, fix anything I don't like. I just can't wait to get this thing flipped over. So, there we go. Trying just to brush one way. You know, you put it on like that and then kind of just brush it. And I kind of want the wood to look like some of this to look like grain, you know, nice wood grain. It's tight over on this side because I made that cradle. should have a mask on. I did before. I didn't put it on this time, but it stinks. So, probably not good. I get a little lazy sometimes with that stuff. And I look pretty bummy today. I wish it wasn't so tight over here. I don't know how many videos you've seen with it this way. Gotta be boring. Soon. I'll show you this side when I get done. It won't be long. It doesn't take long. Not after a couple coats. I don't know, do you think it looks too dark? I just like that look. But, I don't know. I don't know what I'm sitting on, but I hope it doesn't tip over. Close. Almost there. Wow. Painting. Painting. haven't even done the back because I need to really sand that down, fix that white line in the back. It's just miserable looking. The white line is miserable looking in the whole thing, but better. I'll touch this up and I'll fix all this. I'll get black paint I gotta put in there, so, you know. I do have to go around this way to get the other side at the bottom, because I could not reach. Tiny bit back breaking. That's okay, right? Worth it. All right. First, I'm gonna talk about this thing. I took a bunch of 2x4s and there's those other ones. Put them together, a couple on each side. I know this looks kind of corny. This is, I don't know, that will stay. I just put something on the side right here. This is foam underneath here, old foam that I found, and I just took an old towel. The foam I tied around, and then I took an old towel and stapled it in. I have 2 pieces left over, and after the boat's on, I'm going to put this one here and then one on the other end. Screwed it together. Also framing gun, which is going to be hard to get off. I put wheels underneath it, 2 locking wheels. And what I did for the angles, I had this crazy thing that I made a long time ago. And I know I could just buy something in the store, but I don't know, it worked for me. I took this and I kind of put it where the boat's going to lay on the trailer. And I open it up all the way, put it down like that, get an idea, cut that back one to this angle. And then I took, oh I forgot, this is wet, I took this one and put it here to make front angle. Back up there, I'm killing myself, okay? It's just silly, but I'm pretty sure my angles are right. So that when this boat goes in, it'll sit right next, nice. And then I can wheel it around and I can actually reach inside when I'm gonna do the fiberglassing on one side. If it's up on a trailer, it's too high for me. I don't wanna keep climbing in and out. I've fallen out of a boat before onto hard ground. Yeah, it wasn't nice. Still paying the price for it, but anyways. So I'll get this flipped over. I'll epoxy the sides a couple more times. Maybe I even do that when it's flipped over. I just want to get it over. And my son-in-law's got some days off, so he's really strong too. So my daughter, my youngest daughter, myself, my husband, and my son-in-law will all be able to flip it over. And what I'm going to do is actually take 2x4s, put them under the boat, take a ratchet straps, tie them up, ratchet it, put something underneath it, and then I actually use like a duct tape to make sure 3 of them. Then we can take it and stand it up like this so it's not laying on the sides. Because my other boat I flipped over myself, sat on its side for a little bit, and instead of being rounded on one side, it has a little bit of a point like that because of me doing that. So it'll stand on that, and then we can finish flipping it over, put it onto something gentle, and then all of us pick it up and put it on the cradle. Then, after I get the other parts put in, and not with the engine on, get a new trailer, because my other trailer has to be for my other boat, and then I will put it on the new trailer. And then I'll do the engine and all the rest of the wiring. I will do the wiring for the lights in the bow of the boat though before, because I have to. I think I got paint here, which is, I don't care because I'm gonna fix that stripe anyways. But you know, let me know what you think of the color. If you think it's too dark or you think it looks like a nice wood. And it's dull looking now because it's dry and it's, but I think with a few coats of polyurethane, I think it'll be shiny. I still have areas I gotta fix, touch up with sand and then maybe a little more. These puzzle joints, I don't like them. I can see 2 of them. So that might be, it's crazy because I use fairing compound in the bow and I thought, oh no, what am I gonna do? Because you can't cover it. A few coats of this covered it. So I'm gonna probably do some fairing compound into some of those on both sides and then sand it just a small amount, sand it flat, nice, and then go over a few times with the stain and then you won't see anything. This dark color, that's not from me, that's actually from the color of the wood. It was very, very dark there. And right here, it picks it up. So I'll sand that too and see what happens. Well, it's actually, I can't really sand too much because I'll take off all the paint. But anyways, that's where I am now. And hopefully in 2 days, I'll finish this outside, which I know I will, and get it flipped. And then, that'll be nice. Thank you. And if you have any comments and any suggestions, I'm always open for that. Have a good day.